In this video, we are going to solve consecutive odd numbers word problem based on simple linear equation 1, 3, 5, 7. For the first number that we have is 1. Odd numbers are the number, the resultant number that we get as the next odd number as when we add 2 to it. Suppose the first odd number that we have as 1 in this case, the next odd number would be when we add 2 to it. So a 1 plus 2 will give us the next odd number, that is 3. And now the next, if we want to get the another odd number, the next number to this number, that would be 3 plus 2, which is the next resultant odd number. So we can say odd numbers are the number which are getting increased each time by 2. Now the question says sum of the 3 consecutive odd numbers is 57. Now what they are saying, the summation of the 3 consecutive odd numbers is 57. Suppose in this case we take the first consecutive odd number as x, the next consecutive odd number to this would be x plus 2. And the next consecutive odd number to this would be x plus 2 plus 2, that is equal to x plus 4. That is x plus 2, x plus 4. These are the 3 consecutive odd numbers. The statement says the sum of the 3 consecutive odd numbers is 57. The odd numbers that we have taken, their summation, their addition is equal to 57. So we can write according to the question, it says x plus 2 and x plus 4 is equal to 57. The word problems which was given in the questions, we are converting that in the form of simple linear equation. Now in this case, we need to bring the like terms. The like term, that is a variable term, that is x and x together, and the number, that is the constant term, onto the other side. Since these terms only contain numbers, so they are called as constant term. So x and x are variable term, and the terms which are not containing any variable with them are called as constant term. And how do the terms are formed? When they are separated with plus or minus sign. Suppose in this case we have x and x are separated by plus sign. If there is a multiplication sign or division sign, it would be considered only one term. Suppose x divided by x would be considered as one term, but x plus x is considered as two terms. This is the x, this is the one term, and this is the other term. So we can say that the terms are formed by plus or minus sign term, which is containing multiplication and division sign. It is called as single term. Now, before these variable term, we don't have any number, so it has one number before them. 1x plus 1x plus 1x, or you can take x as a common. In bracket, we have 1 plus 1 plus 1, bracket close, and this 2 plus 4 is 6, which is equal to 57. Now, this is the constant term. We can switch this to the right hand side. We have 57 minus 6, which is equal to 51. Now, to this side, we have 1 plus 1 plus 1 is equal to 3. 3 into x. So we have 3x is equal to 57. When a number is multiplied with a variable and it is switching from the left hand side of the equation to the right hand side, or from right hand side to the left hand side of the equation, it is going to get divided. So we will have x is equal to 51 by 3. Now we can divide 51 by 3 tables. When does 3 come in table of 3? That is 1 za. If you divide 51 by 3, you will get 17. So the required odd number that we were finding out is 17. Now the next two odd numbers we can find out. If you have taken any odd numbers, then just next odd numbers to that are called as consecutive to that odd number. If you have taken in this case x is equal to 17, the next odd number to this would be 19, and the next number to that would be 21. So 17, 19 and 21 are the three consecutive odd number, of which their summation is 57. Now the question says the difference of the two numbers is 3 and the difference of their square is 69. Find the numbers. Now in such questions, when they are saying the difference of two numbers is 3, you can have, like, if two person are having different ages, if one is elder than the other one, in such kind of problems, always we consider the smaller age as something, and when you add something to that, you get the larger quantity or the elder quantities. Now in this case, what they are talking about, they're talking about the larger number, the smaller number. They have said in the question that the difference of two number is 3. If you add 3 to the smaller quantity, you will get the larger quantity, or vice versa. If you are considering the greater quantity as y, you can subtract 3 from this and you will get the smaller quantity. Smaller quantity here in this case as smaller number. So Both method will work in this case. In this case, the question says the difference between their square means difference is minus and square of the larger number minus the square of the smaller number is equal to 69. Means what they are trying to say in this question, that if you subtract the square of the smaller number from the larger number, you are going to get 69 according to the question. Now in this case, for x plus 2 the whole square, remember that is a whole square, we can't use directly, we need to use some formula. There is a formula for such kind of algebraic expression. For that we have x plus y the whole square is equal to x square plus y square plus 2xy. And now the same formula we can apply in this expression, that is for x plus 3 the whole square. Comparing with the above, we have at the place of x we have x, at the place of y we have 3. Now at the place of x you can write x square, at the place of y square you can write 3 square, and at the place of 2 you write 2, and at the place of x you write x, and at the place of y you can write 3. That is, these are multiplied to each other. So the result we have x square plus 3 square, that is 3 into 3 is 9 and 2 into 3 is 6 and x. So at the place of x plus 3 whole square we can write x square plus 9 plus 6x. Highest power of the equation square, it is called as quadratic equation, but in current we are dealing with simple linear equation, that is the highest power of the equation would be 1. X square and x square, here we don't have any signs, so we have plus sign, here we have minus sign. Same things with opposite sign can get cancelled. Suppose if you have 10 rupees, that 10 rupees is taken away from you, you are left with 0 rupees. So similarly these two are going to get cancelled. 9 plus 6x is equal to 69. Now this constant term can be switched to the other side. We are left with 6x is equal to 69 minus 9, which is equal to, if you subtract 9 from 69 you will be getting 60. And since we know that this 6 is multiplied with the variable, when something is multiplied with variable, if it is moving from left hand side to the right hand side of the equation, it is going to get divided. X is equal to 60 upon 60, which is equal to x is equal to 10. Now if you divide 60 by 6, you are going to get the quotient as 10. So the smaller number here in this case is 10, and the larger number, that is x plus 3, which is equal to 13, which is the larger number. So in this case you have taken the smaller number as x, which is equal to 10, and the larger number would be x plus 3, which is equal to 13. So the smaller and the larger number are 10 and 13.
If you have any doubt related with the video, you can comment down below. If you like the video, hit that like button and subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching.